The Big Show with Night and Day. Barista-made coffee just the way you love it.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Kezyie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. It is the 8th of May, 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. And as you can tell, we've got three voices back. Mogi, a stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. It's great to be back, man. I missed you guys yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
We missed you too, man.
Yeah, man.
You know,
So
because
good.
we're a family here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was good because we were able to catch up with Pugs a little bit and have a few Pugson, have a little word with him about stuff going on in his life. So that was nice.
He was just playing out a segment for me. He's made a new Sting, Rubber Joey chat with Pugson.
Yeah, well, if anyone knows, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
Pugson about Rubber Joeys. Kezyie, looking a bit green around the gills there, buddy. What's going on?
What does that
Nerves.
You're a
mean?
bit nervous.
Am I nervous?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. I think out of the three of us, I'm probably the most experienced at what we're about to do tonight.
It's true.
Sure.
Bomb.
Which
If you mean bomb, then
Yeah.
yes.
Mogi.
Horrifically full on our asses.
We're talking about doing 5 minutes of stand-up each at the Classic tonight. Looking forward to that.
I don't like our chances, man. I reckon we're all going down in flames tonight.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
It's actually, when you think about it, fellas, a big risk from the comedy festival to have all three of us in a lineup.
It was a terrible mistake.
You know what I mean? And I think
Why is
this will
that?
probably be the first and last time this ever happens.
Well, because you're going to lose the crowd, Kezyie.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
okay if you're going to have one person go up there bomb, but then it's like bomb, you go up and bomb, or Hoodie J, and then one after the other. Then the
Just
whole
boom,
audience is
boom,
lost,
boom.
and then it's ruined the show for the whole night.
I noticed you didn't say you were going to bomb.
Well, I mean me as well, because I said all three of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you are.
Hey, but it's great to have you back, mate.
It's good to be back.
Now, listen, as always, a huge show ahead, as well as your chance to win some cash with Wage Against the Machine, yes.
Also, keep your ear out for the 25 grand fiddler. That might play at any time. A song with some fiddle mixed in. If you hear it, call 0800 Hodaki.
Hey, and why not? Where are you, New Zealand? Where are you listening to the show? And what are you wearing? Text us, 3483. Here's Tool.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Tom Petty there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 4 o'clock. What are people wearing, Kezyie?
A lot of people texting in on 3483. Can you shout out to Chris Pierce, the plumber? He's a yummy boy.
It's not Shout Out Wednesday, mate. That's Fridays.
Work it out.
Yeah, come on, man.
Lisa at Riddles Electrical in Christchurch is wearing a high vis. Happy with that?
Yeah, that's good, man.
What about this one here? G'day, fellas. David here from Boys Trip, listening to the show down in Dunners this Arvo. Wearing the
good
thermals
stuff.
because it's bloody cold.
I tell you what, actually, that's not far away, the old boys' trip.
Yeah, next weekend.
Brizzy next Friday. I'm looking forward to it, fellas.
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be
going
bloody
to get there
exciting.
real early, so we can go into the old
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll come under your wing if you don't mind, Mogi. Hey, now listen, it is a big night for us tonight, of course, doing the All-Stars Comedy Night at the Classic Comedy and Bar. And I think gauging everyone in the studio at the moment, we're all pretty tickety-boo. We're pretty relaxed.
We're
Yeah.
big chillin'.
Yeah, big chill.
I do worry that, hypothetically speaking, if one of us was pretending to be chill, but maybe hadn't done as much prep as the other two, this is purely hypothetical, I was thinking it might be a good idea if people text in on 3483, just some jokes as like backups,
Oh, yeah.
just in case one of us here is starting to freak out a bit about not having done any prep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And we can offer
Is
up...
that you, Hoodie J?
Oh, look, honestly, minimal prep.
Good on you, mate.
I've got as I said, broad stroke kind of
Sure.
ideas in my head, and we'll see how they go on the night. Probably pretty well, to be honest. But listen, no, I think that's a really good idea on 3483, particularly if you're coming to the show tonight, if there's any particular gags that we could use, you know what I mean?
pump a few, just pump a few through, and if we use your joke, one of us uses your joke up on stage, you get a $50
Night and Day voucher. That's bloody good, Mogi, really good.
Also, if you just text in on 3483 with a joke, you're in the draw. We've got a whole heap to give away, so it's worth getting stuck in. So you're just clarifying, no, everyone here is feeling all good, and that if these jokes come in, you're going to use them at all, or just...
What's that?
What?
What are you saying? Not everyone's feeling all good. Are you not feeling okay?
No,
man?
I'm feeling great.
I'm getting a vibe off Kezyie that he's not feeling very good about what he's written down and practiced in the shower.
I feel it was in the shower as well. I feel fantastic about what I've practiced and written down. I'm just saying, in case anyone here in this space hasn't done as much practice.
Oh, you're talking about me?
No,
Kezyie, I can't
Mogi,
wait for
what?
tonight, man.
And also, what I find too, if you over practice, that's when I used to go through things over and over again in my head, that's when I stuff them up on the night. You know what I mean? Because I over practiced it.
And I have sort of noticed that what can happen is you expect to laugh, and so you deliver it in a manner in which you're expecting to laugh. The laugh doesn't come, and then it's just oh my God.
First rule of comedy: never expect to laugh. All right,
right. So I go in there.
Never ever expect to laugh.
So I should be caught off guard by laughs. Like, whoa, what's that? A laugh.
People get caught off guard by doing a gag and then getting nothing, and that's when they crumple.
Right.
And do steamers in their pants.
Quick question. Should I be walking in there packed to the gills with gags, like a whole lot of gags?
Well, we've only got 5 minutes, Kezyie, so there's only a fair amount of gags you can get through.
Yeah, okay.
And in actual fact, what we'll do in terms of the gags that people will send through on 3483, the top gag of the day, as voted by the Big Show, will get a night day voucher. Okay.
Sounds great. Yeah, absolutely.
God, I'm a bit raspy in the old throat, mate.
What have you been up to off here?
Here's Audio Slave.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
New Radicals there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 25 minutes past 4 o'clock. We're doing the All-Stars Comedy Night tonight. When I say we, I mean myself, Kezyie and old Mogi at the Classic Comedy and Bar starting at 8:30. If you want a ticket, by the way, tough titties.
Whoa.
What does that mean?
Well, you can't. But
that's sold out.
Sold out. After one day, Mogi, apparently. There were scalpers actually trying to get the tickets.
Ah.
But they were scammers.
They're trying to sell them, though.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But just hypothetically speaking, in a scenario where maybe 2 of the 3 of us had prepped well and the third one hadn't, we just asked everyone out there to text in on 3483 your favourite jokes. We'll dish out some $50 night and day vouchers. And then if this third person decides to use a few to bail himself out, sweet as.
Similarly, if somebody has gone back to the well with the puns, which has sort of worn out their welcome.
Sure.
And, last time maybe did, 12 minutes when they should have done 5 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
it was a bit punishing.
cardinal rule.
We find for that person to swap out those puns which are wounding for some quality jokes like these ones that Kezyie's about to read.
Yeah.
And also just on that front, I would argue that 2 people are, haven't really prepared and one has been assiduous in that regard.
That's right.
Hypothetically.
Let's say that somebody was, going over it in the shower to the point where the hot water ran out. Then that would be overdoing the prep.
Yeah.
Going
totally.
over what in the shower? My routine. Wait, sorry. Their routine. Here's some texts on 3483. So hypothetically, these could save you while you're up there bombing. What do you call it when Batman skips church? Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Is that one of yours?
That's not one of mine. No, there's no pun in it. Oh, it is a pun, actually. I like that.
You know what happened there, actually, Kezyie? What actually happened there, I had like a memory sort of situation there, where you tell... No, it's not about you at all.
Right.
It's about me. Telling a joke and that awful silence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That all-consuming dark silence.
And then do you say the punchline again like I just did? Because that's a good way to kind of get the laugh,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And just keep... Anyway, G'day, Flowers. I wrote a book about the greatest baseman in the world. It was a bestseller.
See, this has got pun vibes.
That was from
We've
Rory,
gone
by the way.
back-to-back puns.
Yeah, of course it was Rory.
What do you do if you see a space man? Park, man. Like a car parking space, Flowers?
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. I might use that.
What about this one here? Why did Mogi cross the road?
Oh, yeah.
He was following his nose.
$20, Pugs.
No, we've stopped doing that. Someone here reckons I should just go up and say my wife and then walk off.
Yeah.
I
I
very much did consider that, actually.
It's still on the cards.
I had some content about my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But who's coming tonight?
My wife!
And then I had to can it, mate.
Yeah.
Probably for the best, mate. You know
For
what I
the
mean?
best.
For the best.
A vegan and a vegetarian jump off a cliff to see who will hit the bottom first. Who wins? Society.
I would have delivered that slightly differently, but
I would have said
society.
animals and stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
fellas,
gee,
I'm still learning, and it's not a pun, so I don't know how to deliver it,
Yeah,
so.
sure.
But anyway, hypothetically speaking, if one of us wanted to use that Mogi, then have it.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Do what they told you. What they told you. Do what they told you. Do what they told you.
It's time to wage against the machine.
Winning in the game of.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, you mad bastards. Let's get some cash away. Shane, you mad bastard, how's life?
Good, and you, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. What do you do for a crust, Shane?
I'm a software developer. Is that a backbone?
Yeah, I love me a bit of software.
I do it for radio stations, actually, so there you go.
Which
Interesting.
software in particular, Shane?
Quira, RCS.
yeah. Roger, two of us are shit. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, good
Up
stuff.
the wires. Good on you,
hard
brother.
out.
Now, listen, the hourly wage today's not great, I'll be honest with you. It's not great, Shane. It's minimum wage, $23.15.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all got to make a crust somehow, though.
Look, I'm not belittling it. I think, there's a lot of backbones out there working on minimum wage.
That's right. I certainly am. Hey, do you know how it works, Shane?
I do.
Okay, cool. How it works is we announce the hourly wage. That's $23.15. You'll then clock into the machine. Make sure you say stop before the machine clocks you out, all right?
Awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, too, I just want to say this, fellas. When you're earning minimum wage, you have to do long hours
You
sometimes.
do have to do long hours.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes you have to do overtime. Sometimes.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Not
Nogi.
much, but a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Shane, you ready to go, mate?
Sure I am.
Lock it in, Kezyie.
Welcome to the machine.
1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours.
Whoa.
6 hours? 6 hours, I think it was.
Six.
That's
6 hours.
$138.90.
Oh, not too bad.
Nice.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
ripper.
What do you think you'll spend that on, Shane?
Maybe night out with the missus.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, I like
Get
it.
yourself something nice, man.
Yeah.
Treat
There we
yourself.
go.
But you knocked off a bit early there, man. You didn't do any overtime at all.
I didn't. I was, a bit nervous.
Well, let's
but,
see where we would have ended up.
7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours.
Just over midway. So that's not
Yeah.
so bad. That's pretty good, mate.
$138.90 thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. Still bloody good there, flowers.
That is a good dollop of cash.
That's a humongous dollop of cash.
I tell you what I'm going to do, Shane. I'm going to chuck you over to Pakistan in Studio B.
Awesome. Cheers, fellas.
Good on you, mates.
Good on you, man.
The way you said that, Jase, was like you were doing him a favour. Like, I'll tell you what I'll do, mate. I'll
This
send
is
you
a
over
song about you up there on the stage tonight, Jase. Lonely boy up there, and
Good times, mate. Good times.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Old J there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:47. Hey, now, fellas, I see the Warriors team list came out yesterday. Want to have a bit of a chit-chat about that?
Okay. Time to chat footy with me,
Mogi.
No.
What are the Warriors up to?
That doesn't even make sense for the segment. Great news for the Warriors, though. They did name their side. They're taking on a red-hot Sydney Roosters side at Allianz Stadium in Sydney. The Roosters, of course, fresh off a couple of weeks ago, putting 60 on the Dragons on Anzac Day, a team that we lost to earlier this season. So I am freaking out a wee bit, but we do get a couple of names back, which is great. Number one being Jase comes onto the bench, which means the bench looks good. You go, Dylan Walker, great, he was excellent. Tom Ali, cool, bit of beef in there. Jase excellent. Adam Pompey, who is a reserve back, is still in jersey 17, even though we're not even playing him. And they've got Jacob Laban and Zion Maiu'u, who are both forwards that we could use in the reserves.
Yeah.
Put Adam Pompey at 18th man. If we're not going to play him unless there's an injury, that's what 18th man is for. You know what I mean, man?
I hear you, man.
God.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. And Jazz is back, but he hasn't been It hasn't been his best season.
Well, he started in NSW Cup. That's right. We dropped him down. So
Yeah. I like the name. Because he has been good.
It's such a good name.
But, Jase, you've had an interesting sort of feeling about this, mate. It's I'd love to get your thoughts on the game this week, even though we'll touch on that on Friday for a couple of hours.
Yeah. Certainly, Mogi. Well, I was just saying off air before, actually, the last 3 matches we were expecting to win, weren't we, fellas? I was going off what you guys were saying. We should deduce them by 40 plus, etc. So my theory is, and this is how it seems to work in the past with the Warriors, they lose the games that you think they're going to win, and they win the games that you think they're going to lose.
But that's
so
all...
my theory is that we're expecting a deducing, but they may turn it around, but they probably won't.
So this Rooster side we are playing, right, has a whole lot of players. So you've got Jared Wadia-Hargreaves, who's one of the most experienced props. He's going to retire soon. He wants to win.
Can I just say it's his 300th game?
It's his 300th game. Excellent. Luke Carey, who's a young, talented half, has said he's retiring at the end of the season. He wants to win. James Tedesco might not get picked for Origin. He wants to win. Angus Crichton's been out of form. Now he's back. He wants to get picked for Origin. He wants to win. I feel that unless we are at our very best, it could be messy, but I'll still be watching.
It sounds to me like we should just hand them a title now, Mogi.
Well, this is what
I mean?
has been a Warriors fan, man. You just got to watch
just how it is, man.
You watch your 80 minutes, and then,
Have a cup of tea and a lie down.
you just hope the dog's not too close. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Kurt Capewar, he's out. So Mitch Barnett shifts into his position. And we were just chatting about this on our Mad Monday group chat. We had a player last year who couldn't make it into the side sometimes, who would be a starter for us right now, would be excellent, Josh Curran. And he's gone.
Yeah.
He would have been excellent this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injuries, eh?
So much going on, feels.
Yeah.
Feel for you.
God.
Thanks, Jase, man.
That's
Thank
all
you.
right. Hey.
Still, though.
Oh, yeah, I'll be watching it.
You never know.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the cars.
By the way, 4 o'clock Sunday, Sky Sport 9 for the ACC's coverage.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The cars there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:54. Yes, Kezyie.
Speaking of cars, fellas.
yeah.
You
Nice,
do a good
nice.
impression of a car.
Yeah, you do. Wom, wom.
Yeah,
Actually,
what?
on that front, are you going to do some impressions tonight? Because I'm desperate for you to do that on stage, Kezyie.
Yeah, I am going to do some impressions.
Oh, good.
Yeah, various people from history and that. Speaking of cars, fellas, this is your last week to get yourself in the draw to win a sweet off-road adventure in the brand new Mitsubishi Triton, the king of the beasts.
That's a great prize.
Yeah. Text the word Triton to 3483. And if you want to see the off-road adventure that we took it on, head to the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram page.
So good, man. So good. Now, listen, heaps coming up after 5 o'clock. Of course, we've got the big comedy gig tonight, and Kezyie wants a bit of advice from us two seasoned performers.
Well, hang on. Even Mogi.
What else is going on?
Well, one thing I need to learn to deal with is the possibility of a heckler.
Sure.
So I wouldn't mind doing a bit of a heckler simulation with you
Yeah, I
guys.
hope I didn't set you up there last night, Kezyie, actually, in the show for hecklers. Because that would be, I would feel bad about that.
Would you?
If people turned up who listened to the show and,
you just
heckled you.
re-explaining it, are you? Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying,
Right.
that would be not cool by Hoodie J. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's pretty much on par.
Yeah.
And also, fellas, one thing we need to discuss straight after 5 is the order of tonight. Who's going
Oh,
first?
yeah, sure.
So it'll be a
That's
healthy
true.
and robust discussion, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. All that after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Kezyie, you really ruined that.
Mogi ruined it.
No, he came in bass.
He was like,
Yeah, bass.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
bass?
called
Cool
Kezyie,
bass,
yeah.
Kezyie. You probably couldn't do a bass.
I want to slap the bass right now. if I'm honest.
Now, Mogi, I wanted to say, do you notice anything different about me?
You're not wearing your dirty hat today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that especially for you, actually.
Oh, did you? Is that
Yeah.
because you got the gig tonight and you wanted people to be able to see your face?
Well, actually, that was a good reason for me to wear my hat tonight, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't want
true.
people to see my face.
True.
But no, I thought I didn't wear it yesterday either, and Kezyie was like, God, you look hot, Jase. You
Yeah,
look
I said
so
that,
good,
man.
You said, I look really good.
Mike, I said that.
Did you go, ooga, ooga?
Yeah. And my eyes came out of my head, sort of like yours do.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
just like,
And then your
And
tongue
he-
hit the ground.
And he patted my ass and everything.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we're counting down for the big gig tonight. The big show, of course, doing a stand-up gig at the Classic Comedy and Bar, the All-Stars Comedy Night. How are we feeling, fellas, as we get closer and closer?
Just over that break there with the news and that playing, I went to the toilet. Kezyie came in, he was puking his guts up.
Was he? Was he now? Feeling better now, Jason, now that I've got the puking out the way.
Yeah.
Although I do need a bit of a hand dealing with hecklers if they were to arise.
yeah.
I don't
Sure.
see why they would.
No, neither do I. They'd just be stupid and rude. And also, next, we need to decide the order in which we come out tonight.
Yeah.
So let's do that next.
Okay, we are going to decide the order of who goes when. Let the audience decide as well on 3483. What do you think the order of the show should be for the stand-up gig tonight?
That's good.
Let us know. Oh,
Oh,
so good.
Is this Powderfinger?
Tune.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Tune, fellas.
Creep.
It's a tune, that one. You right there, Mogi?
it's a tune, man.
Yeah. Hey, now listen, the gig tonight. One thing we haven't established is who goes when.
So we're doing a comedy gig tonight, aren't we? It's the All-Star night at the old comedy classic there. As part of the comedy festival, which is pretty amazing that we get the opportunity to do this.
Sure.
So we've
Big
got to
risk
do
for them.
It's a 5-minute set for each of us. Sold out in days and weeks.
Months.
Apparently it was straight away.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
And so now, of course, we're faced with the task we actually have to do it.
That's the vibe I'm getting from you guys. That was the vibe early doors. It's like it's one of those things, and you've said it before, you agree to it, it's like 2 months away, and now the 2 months is up, and it's like, oh, God.
Well, I mean, I guess one of the things is, I think, and I speak for you, Jase, I never had any interest in doing it in the first place. And yet you find yourself signed up for something. It's like, okay, then we'll do it. And now here we are.
Yeah. that's exactly it, man.
Right, well-
that is exactly it.
And shout out once again to the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo for making this happen. Mogi's stoked about it. Do you want to get yours out the way first, and you want to open?
I'm open to opening.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I do believe we're on in the second half.
Yes.
I know that much.
Right.
So, my preference has always been when I was doing the old stand-up comedy, get in there and get it done.
Yeah.
Get out.
Right.
So
you want to open?
Well,
I think definitely you should close, Kezyie.
No. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I know that you really want a middle, Kezyie, and I really want to open. So, yeah. And
Maybe
Jase, I
Jase
think, really
close.
wants to close. So, I think given that's the case, none of us should get what we want.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, how about this? There's some text in on 3483. The order should be smallest to largest honker. So I should open,
Oh, yeah.
and then you guys go at the same time.
Yeah.
That could be a way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a possibility.
Open to that.
We could draw straws.
I
Oh,
didn't
we
re-
could draw straws.
We
yeah.
could get Pugsan to
Well,
help
I mean,
us out.
look, my view of it is honestly that you should save the best till last.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kezyie, you've got the most experience out of us in the last few years. You do.
Totally.
You do.
man. You
And
do.
you've done well.
Absolutely. You've done live gigs.
Don't build me up
You
now
have.
for the first time ever.
Well, you have.
Yeah,
and
okay.
so I think
Thanks,
we
fellas.
need a strong start, and then I can come in and bomb in the middle. I think we've all agreed that's going to happen. And then people have waited for 20 years to see Hoodie J back on the stage. So the idea that he would then go first,
Yeah, no, we
and
don't want
then
that.
ruin it
Yeah.
for you and me, I don't think that's right. So my personal feeling is that Hoodie J, and you're not closing, you'll just be the third out of the three of us. But that's my vibe, and I just think sure you'll be a nervous wreck by the time you walk out on the stage.
I also like the idea because when I did my stand-up debut last year, you guys were so relaxed, just enjoying and laughing at me.
Yeah.
If Jase is
With
last,
you, Kezyie, with you.
yeah, well, it wasn't really. If you're last, you won't have a chance to enjoy my set and laugh at me.
Oh, no, I'll still enjoy it.
Right.
Don't worry about that, mate.
To be honest, I'd prefer Mogi opened.
All right, I'm sure you would. I just think we need an anchor there at the top that's going to nail it.
I tell you what, it's probably...
He's building me up. He's
It's
full of shit.
probably, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We need someone with current experience.
Yeah, I agree.
Who has just been in red hot form.
Yes.
To
Guys,
set the stage.
One of the top young comedians.
Coming up and coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's thinking of doing a national tour. I think that's a good idea, Mogi.
Okay.
And we just bob on the waves of Kezyie's success.
Well, hang on. I have had nothing but shit from you two about doing nothing but puns and going overtime.
Nobody wants to hear us compliment you, but the truth is, in my heart, that's how I feel, Kezyie.
Yeah,
so
same.
they want men to talk about their feelings. I'm talking about my feelings. My feelings for you, and what a great stand-up comedian you are. And so I want you to open.
Can I just say, fellas,
This is such a stitch up.
can I just say, Mogi, can I just say to you, Kezyie, look at me. Proud of you, man.
Oh, don't. Okay, stuff it. I'll open.
Kia kaha.
Don't say kia kaha. I will open. Mogi second.
Yeah.
So you'll bomb in the middle, and
I'll
then
bomb in the middle, and then Jase comes in and saves the day.
and diffuses it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's going to work. Good one.
Lock it in.
Here's Jimi Hendrix.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Pixies there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 24 minutes past 5 o'clock.
It's just Pixies. Tonight we are doing stand-up. One thing I'm worried about is hecklers, how to deal with them.
Sure.
And I figured, because what's your advice for hecklers, just quickly, before we get stuck in? What should I focus on?
Incinerate them.
Do I... Really? Because I'm
Well,
not
I
that
gave you some lines yesterday, Kezyie, to put in your hip pocket there just in case. You
Right.
know what I mean? To fire back.
Okay.
Because I tell you what, nothing gets you more on side with the crowd as if you dedouche a heckler.
Oh, yeah.
If you humiliate a heckler.
All right.
But the only thing I'm a little bit worried about with you is that it's going to throw you off a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
Because I know
Let's
you-
do some practice.
Yeah, we'll do some
Yeah.
practice and see how we go.
Okay, so this is a heckler simulation. I'm reading some jokes, and I'll just see how
Well,
I
I
do.
hope
Can you
you're not
walk out?
reading them.
Can you walk out on stage
Yeah, you
as
got to
well?
walk out. Don't read the jokes.
Okay.
You pretend like they're your jokes.
Does someone want to introduce me?
Hey, all the way from backstage, the one and only Kezyie. Bub, 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 bub.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. It's great to be here. Great to be here. Get a load of this one. My wife told me I had to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down.
You suck.
Oh, what? Sorry, what was that, sir? I suck. Oh, do I?
Hey, Mogi.
Well, you
Mogi,
Yeah, man.
you want a drink, man?
Oh, hang on,
Oh.
this is...
I'm a bit thirsty.
Sure, man.
I went to buy some camo pants. Couldn't find any.
When you were born, they didn't slap you, they slapped your mother.
It's pretty rough. Considering you know stranger. It's pretty rough on my mum there. How about this? I failed math so many times at school, I can't even count.
Boo! Do some crowd work.
Yeah, do some crowd work, man. You suck.
Sorry, I don't do crowd work. That's for people that don't prep properly.
Crowd work. Crowd work. Crowd
Chant on your own time, big nose. Hey, I was wondering why my frisbee kept getting bigger and bigger, but then it hit me.
The next thing that hit you will be me.
You should deduce you, man. Totally.
Yeah.
What a manus.
Manus.
Yeah, I mean, geez, this is just bloody embarrassing.
Manus, think of a diss from the bloody current generation, you dickweed. I heard there were a bunch of break-ins over at the car park.
5, 4.
That's wrong on so many
3,
levels.
2,
What's this?
1. Time's up, man. Beat it.
Red lights on, buddy. Red lights flashing, buddy.
All right, I'm off. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Well, there you go, Kezyie there, all the way from Radio Horaki. He's giving it a go, isn't he? Good on him, too, though. He's a champion. What a tiger.
What? How did I go?
He sucks.
Oh,
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
She had there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. The time is 5:36.
Hadn't a pretty exciting weekend. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get round to telling about it. But my daughter had her first game of soccer.
How good, man.
Well, yeah, good question. Good question. She'd never played it before. We don't have a football around the house. I like to keep her concentrated on, maths and sciences, and she's got a lot of chemistry to get through.
Sure.
She's 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, got out there on the paddock. Cute little kids, man. You know what it's like, Jase. You've had 4. You continue to have 4 daughters, but they would have played their fair share of sport
For sure, mate.
But running around there, bloody cute, man. But there's something that gets into my daughter when there's a bit of competition around, and she just gets this look in her eye. And then crazy stuff starts to happen.
Right.
It's only 5 minutes each way in these games, so pretty quick.
That's quite cute, just 5 minutes.
5
all
minutes,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's it's not a proper sized pitch, Kezyie. I want to be clear about that. I don't want to overstate the performance of my 4-year-old daughter here.
Yeah.
But she scored 37 goals.
Wow.
Sorry, how long were the halves?
5 minutes.
That is so good. Obviously,
Wow.
takes after her dad a bit there.
Well,
Mogi,
yeah, I
you
mean,
know
I
what I'm
played
saying?
my fair share of footy, sure. So there's something in the genes there. But the thing, and look, let's be honest, those children aren't the best opposition going around.
Sure.
A lot of them, they sort of run around like sheep and follow each other, where my daughter was passing to space and, all the things that you learn when you're older.
It's amazing she had time to pass with that many goals.
Well, this is the thing. She didn't need to.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fancy footwork. And, in the end, she was scoring because what was crazy about it was she was the goalkeeper.
Wow. Do they assign positions at that age?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she took it over because the trouble was at the start of the game, they were giving up goals, and she just pushed the goalie out of the way and said, beat it, mate, go chop up some oranges.
She said
or
that?
I'll see you at half-time. And she just started launching bombs from in goal.
Far out.
That's so funny. You should say launching bombs, actually. I don't know if you fellas have heard of the Harlem Globetrotters.
The basketball team.
Yeah, the basketball team.
Well, they're sort of their
yeah,
exhibition team.
We went to see the old Harlem Globetrotters.
Different sport, yeah.
Yeah, it is a completely different sport, I suppose. And I was with my youngest, actually. How old was she? She was about 3.
3?
Yeah. And like you, Mogi, we've never had a basketball in the house.
No.
I think it's a stupid game, played by stupid people, generally speaking.
Wow, that's huge. That's a huge
But
call.
anyway, she just sort of totted onto the court, and I was like, oh my God, because I was having a few beers.
That's bad parenting,
It'd been a pretty busy day, Mogi. And she just toddled onto the court, and the whole sort of crowd just sort of stopped. And the Harlem Globetrotters, who had this whole sort of setup, she was about the halfway mark, and one of them, it was really cute, actually, just sort of dribbled this ball to her, and she picked it up. I'm going to be honest with you, the ball was almost bigger than she was.
Yeah, wow.
She was at like the halfway line there and just douched a 3-pointer.
Whoa.
From halfway, just douche.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So she travelled around with them for a little while, for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
When she was 3?
When she was 3, yeah.
What were you doing?
I was pretty busy, Kezyie.
Yeah, so anyway, in the second half...
was that only one half?
Yeah.
Right.
She scored 103 goals.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yeah, cheers. Nicole Tower.
It's funny, actually, Hoodie J, is every time we come back from a break, I automatically, just as we're coming back, just as the red light, the on-air light is about to go back on, I remember your forbidden joke. That you're not going to tell tonight, and it makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
It's a forbidden joke.
Yeah, it's a joke that Hoodie J was, let's say, tossing up with whether or not he should do it tonight.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting at the moment?
I've got to be honest with you. I'm really struggling with not doing it. And I've got to say, if I do it, boy, oh boy.
I think it'll bring the house down.
I think it'll bring something down. It won't bring the house down.
It could go either way. It could bring the house down
Or I'm in a
completely
world
divide it. And the next 4 minutes and 55 seconds would be just an absolute nightmare.
World of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, and we're not going to say what it is on air, unfortunately. You can picture it. But after 6, there are a few jokes in your set. Your wife sent them to me last night to double check.
Did she,
there's a
Kezyie?
few things I just want to point out to you and just double check whether or not you actually want to do those jokes.
Just on that front, true story, this morning my wife said to me, I can't believe you're doing this.
Thanks, babe.
Feeling great.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope you're getting through your Wednesday hump day okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. So good.
Hey, don't forget, coffee cards at night and day. Your 6th coffee is always free, barista made, any way you like it.
How good, man.
Hell of a
How
caffeine
good.
fix.
Yeah, so good. Hey, now coming up, as you know,
How are the nerves, Jase? How's it going, mate?
oh no, it's not nervous. It's just I'm just tired now. I'm just thinking about having to. We're doing a
Oh,
comedy.
tired, yeah.
We're doing a comedy gig tonight, and it doesn't finish till 10:15.
I always make those noises when I'm tired. Oh, God.
You should see me at home. I'm like that on the couch. Oh God.
Yeah. You forgot about the night and day special.
Oh, what's that?
It's a hoity day special.
That's right, yeah.
What's that one?
It's a couple of bombs and a mouthful of bullos. Be eating some bullos
Yeah, nice.
for $1.50.
Yeah, it's a good deal, man. It's a really good deal. But yeah, how are we feeling, fellas? What a countdown now? We're now 2 hours and 25 minutes away from
Wow,
the gig.
you're really counting it down, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, you must be freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, here's something to take your mind off it, Jase. It's us chatting on the podcast outro. I think it's about someone dying on stage as well. So
Good
this
times.
will take your mind off it.
Even if I die on my ass, I would find that very amusing.
Yeah.
And
There's
so
such a weird
actually-
attitude about that.
But there's something deeply comic about dying. Not at the time, not while you're doing it, but afterwards. But the other thing is, if you die tonight for us, it's not like we do a really set and go, all right, we'll just flush that down the dunny. We'll be talking about it for 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It will
That's
get
it.
rehashed
Yeah,
and
that'll be the other
rehashed.
jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worry, isn't it, fellas?
So that didn't take your mind off it? Made me feel better.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I feel good, actually. I'm going to go and have a bit of tuck after the
Yeah.
show with you fellas and the rest of the staff here. It'll be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So if you've just joined us, we've established the order. I will be opening. Second will be Mogi. He'll do his crowd work there. And then old Hoity J, the closer.
Yeah, the closer, man.
And that's
Finisher.
good because I would have done mine so I could just enjoy you two.
Yeah.
yeah, totes.
I think you'll be crying in the toilets after yours, so you'll probably miss mine and then come out for Hoity J's.
And then
Oh, right.
Just laugh your ass off. Hey,
Yeah.
Kezyie.
Yeah, man. Not for the reasons you want me to, though.
Bit of Pearl Jam
It's
for
great to have the support of your team around you.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Def Leppard there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. 15 minutes past 6 o'clock.
It
You're
is
right, Mogi.
It's a
I
weird...
literally just remembered it again,
The
that joke of yours, but I remembered it in a new way.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
For those just joining us, we're doing our stand-up tonight, and the atmosphere in the studio is weird. We're all starting to realise that it's getting closer to the time, which is quite funny. But Jase, before you do get on stage, we've got the order. It goes me, then Mogi, then you.
Yeah, apparently so.
Well, you agreed to it. We did it.
People are keen to see Jace, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well,
They're
that's why
lining up.
I should
Yeah,
get in there early.
Nah, get us out the way.
I might go mid first half.
No. But one thing that happened last night is your wife, she actually called me in tears.
Oh, God.
And the reason being that, as you said, when she woke up this morning, she said to you, I can't believe you're doing this tonight, right?
Yeah.
The reason is that she saw your notes that you'd written down.
Some doozies.
And
there
she
too,
read them.
Mogi. She didn't see the one I wrote about Mogi, did she?
No, she'll be thrilled to hear that one. But she read some of them and was just, and she called me in tears and was like, you have to have a word to Hoity J and just get him to fix a couple of his jokes because they are pretty bad.
Sure.
So, like as a whole, it's all good, but there's just a few. Like the very first joke, you know,
No.
the opener about the Chinese guy that walks into a bar. Are you sure you want to keep that one?
Oh, I'm very confident with that one, Keith.
Are you just because I think just in this day and age it might not be a good idea.
Oh, look, no.
And with your
it'll be-
history,
It'll be sweet as, mate.
okay.
Yeah.
you-
Trust me.
No, I feel like you should trust me on that one because it's like it's
Jason's
out
pretty
there.
good with accents, man. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
No, I know that's what.
If that's what you're worried about, it'll be fine, man.
He does a great, No,
Yeah.
you'll be sweet.
All right, fine. You can leave that one there. What about the one about the Jewish guy?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that one? The one that's just after that, like it's about 2 minutes in on the second page there. It comes out of nowhere, and to be honest, it's almost like shock value. You know what I mean?
Oh, it'll be shocking.
Right, and you're not. Can you consider at all taking these out?
No, Keezy, no, not at all.
Okay. What about the joke for me that really I think has to go is the one at the very end of your set that's set in Ethiopia. That one needs to go.
Oh, do you think?
That one is
Yeah,
a
that is-
shocker.
What is it about it that you don't like?
Look, I don't even want to.
No, seriously. Seriously, man. I mean,
I don't even want.
why would that be a problem? Tell me what it is that's bothering you. Why do you think it's going to fall?
I don't want to get into the specifics of
Well,
your Ethiopia joke, Jase.
You have to get into specifics, Kezyie, because how am I?
it's a
else am I
complex.
going to know?
It's a complex joke.
Oh, it's not really. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty like, here's
what?
my views on.
What specifically is it that you don't like about it?
No, it's not what I don't like about it. I don't like and your wife doesn't either. The whole thing is just, if someone films that and that gets out,
Oh,
like, it's just a suggestion, though.
Sure, man,
You're
sure.
the experienced
Hey, look,
comic.
Kezyie, I
Eyes to
really,
the front, Kezyie.
yeah, eyes to the front, Mogi. Good God. Look, I'm very confident.
Right.
We're a multicultural society, and I like to factor all of that stuff in my gigs.
Yeah.
Mogi.
Okay.
good on you, man.
Well, the main thing she was concerned about is, are you going to go out there with that haircut?
Hey, she's in the car right now. She'll be hearing that. You'll be seeing her tonight.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Raconteurs there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening, but right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah. I watched the third episode of
You say
Shogun.
Seinfeld. Oh,
Shogun.
good. Yeah,
the
good.
third episode of Seinfeld. Jeez, you're kidding, aren't you? Bloody good. It's good. It's a different director for the third episode, so it's not as good.
Sure.
But it's still very good. Have you guys started that yet?
I don't have Disney.
It's
I
on
need to-
Disney.
I need to finish Fallout first.
Oh, yeah. Finish that.
I watched
finished
2
Fallout.
episodes of that. Did you
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. I seriously did, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I'd be interested to hear about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, well, it's just that this is a TV segment.
Well, I'm about to talk TV. I'm just not going to talk about Fallout, Kezyie.
Okay.
Yesterday I was saying, Mogi, I'm so sick and tired of scrolling through finding stuff to watch, and
Yeah.
I just get so bored with it all. I went back to a grand old series that I watched a long time ago called Bloodline, with the great Ben Mendelsohn and Chandler.
Kyle
Parsons.
Chandler.
Yeah,
Kyle Chandler.
Sissy Spacek. It's so bloody good, and I got Pugsan onto it as well. He started watching it last night, so we were messaging each other last night saying how good it was.
Dick pics.
And it's one of those things too, actually, where you know it's good, so you don't have to stress about it.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years since I watched it, so I thought, why not?
How many seasons is it going in the end? 3?
3 or 4?
Or, yeah. I loved the first and second. And then it got really annoying because the characters started doing really stupid things.
It got a bit wackadoodle.
Because it was like, you've got these people that are characters that are really sensible and smart, but it's a thriller, right? People are getting killed and things.
Yeah.
So they're trying to cover it up or whatever it might be. And then they just start doing things that are completely out of character and stupid. And you're just like, they would never do that. This is annoying me. So you're like, oh, well, it's a stressful watch.
Sure.
First season, unbelievable, great actors and all, and loved it. But I thought it got to the point where it was just too tense.
I know what you mean. At the very end of the series, it got a bit doolally on it. It got a bit wacko, which I was like, no, I'm not so much into it. But I think it was the first 2.5, 3 series I loved. Kezyie?
So I hadn't found myself being compelled to watch Fallout on Amazon Prime, even though I played a lot of the games, until I watched the 3rd episode, I think it was, or the 4th episode, and she goes into a supermarket, which has been abandoned, and there's a couple of guys in there, and there's a robot and stuff, and I won't spoil what happens, but it very much mimics situations that happened in the games.
So good.
And so that's what I enjoyed. It's like, I remember exploring, you see an old supermarket go, and there's some weird stuff happening in there. That's very similar to the games.
I've got a question for you. If you love the parts that remind you of the game, why don't you just play the game?
Because the games are really old now. They're like the newest one's 8 years old or
But
something.
if the best thing it can do is remind you of something else,
Yeah.
sounds like it's pretty
I
stank.
reckon you should go back to Country Calendar, Kezyie.
They don't have a game of that.
Oh, how good would that be?
Oh, my God.
Well,
Now
Buzzy-
we're talking.
Buzzy Island.
Buzzy on. I can't wait for that to come out.
Oh, yeah, Buzzy Island 7.
Yeah, so good.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Live there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show as we Count down to the big show tonight, fellas. Live
Yeah.
at the Classic Comedy and Bar. And what do we want to do? Because we've got a bit of time in between the show and the show. We want to go somewhere to have something to eat. What's the plan?
I need a couple of beers.
A
I
couple
thought
of
we should
beers?
go and watch some Netflix comedy specials and that.
Just to get us in the mood.
Get a bit of inspiration.
Yeah, sure.
Write down a couple of jokes.
Isn't it
couple
stealing?
couple of rib ticklers there, Kezyie.
Brothel.
It's probably a little bit late in the day for that, Monkey.
Just because you haven't prepped your set, mate, doesn't mean
No,
we
I
don't.
don't think it's time to panic, though.
Yeah, no, don't panic about it.
I'm not reconsidering my options here or anything like that.
You're not about to
now-
I'm
bail.
not questioning my approach.
Now listen, curry.
I think so. I think a curry. It makes sense. Like it's a big show night, right?
I feel like I'll shit my pants if I have a curry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're going to do that anyway.
Captain
So
Steam.
That with all that with all the beers and
El
the nerves.
Capitan Steamboy.
El Capitan
Layer of
Steamboy.
the steamers.
Mogi, actually, I'm glad he doesn't prep because he just came up with that off the cuff.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
gotta be
you
from
see.
nowhere. I'm going to use that tonight, actually.
El Capitan Steamboy.
The captain of the steamers. Yeah, that's you.
So good, man.
Thanks, man.
People are in for a treat tonight.
What do you think then? Should we go for curry?
Well, I've got
Or
my
you're
wife.
too scared?
I've got my wife.
So what does that mean?
Well, I mean, we've got
My
to,
wife.
Does she hate Indian?
No, no, she doesn't hate Indian food. What about your wife?
She's going out with somebody else.
Oh,
Well, she left you again.
Yeah, she's left me.
right, but she's coming back for the
Just
show.
later on. I guarantee
Yeah.
she'll miss it.
Really? Yeah.
I'd say
Especially
so.
if it's only
she's
5
not
minutes.
great, and not because she doesn't want to be there. It's just she's not good with time.
Oh, but you're pretty chill around that though.
Look, if she's not there, it means I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Is that something you're considering? Because Jase, because your wife's going to be there.
Yeah, I never used to invite family to my gigs,
Right.
ever. Just because I didn't want any record of it in my family history. You know, if I had an absolute shitter,
She would have
I
seen
didn't
you,
want
though.
my girlfriend or
Yeah.
whatever reminding me of it every 5 minutes.
But she's seen you perform before.
Yeah,
But
shit.
there's something deeply funny about being humiliated on stage. Why wouldn't you want to be reminded of
Yeah,
what's
but-
so funny?
Yeah, to me, but yeah, not to the people that love you.
Right. Well, we will go somewhere straight after this. Maybe a curry. I'd prefer not because I just worry about what'll be going on downstairs there while I'm trying
You
to
don't want to do it.
concentrate.
You don't want to be doing a butter chicken shart on the stage, Kezyie, do you?
That'll do as your closer.
Yeah, you walk off and there's just a big bright orange neon patch.
Thanks
in
for
the back.
painting the picture for everyone because Butter Chicken Shart didn't do that already. But we're heading to the Classic. We'll see you there. Don't forget this show is going on throughout the Comedy Festival. Head to comedyfest.co.nz to get your tickets, although we won't be there.
We
We're
won't be there.
We're there
Yeah,
tonight,
obviously.
though.
Yeah,
Just tonight, yes.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Wednesday show done and dusted. We're about to head off and have a curry, I think.
Yeah.
I've rolled myself about 10 durries there. So I'll
Are
have
you
a
on the
cou-
rollies?
Yeah, I'll have a couple of those before the show and we'll be good to go.
Curry and a durry.
Curry and a durry. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, man. I'm already on fire over here. Just let me in there, you
Yeah,
know?
man.
Yeah, you're frothing at the bit, aren't you, Kezyie?
El Capitan Steamboy.
Such a cool nickname, man. No nerves for you guys? All goods?
So far, so good, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, as
man.
I
How
say,
about you, Kezyie? How you feeling? I mean, you're a bit of a veteran at this stage.
Well, exactly. You know, this is just hopping on the old horse again.
Yeah.
Is that the saying?
Oh, I'm sure.
absolutely, why not?
Yeah. To be honest, no, I haven't done it in about a year. Keen to see how it goes. If it goes well, I'll do more of it. If not, if it goes shit, I will never do it ever again.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
So don't boo me or heckle me.
But no, you don't take that attitude, Kezyie. Well, however it goes, mate, if you want to do it, keep doing it. Because it's inevitable when you do stand-up comedy, you'll have some shitters.
Right.
And you'll have some doozies
You
as
probably
well.
have more shitters than you have goodies.
Well, exactly. And then you just get better and better, and then douche.
Before you know it,
Stardom for Kezyie.
73 years old.
Wow.
Cracked it.
Yeah,
That's
boom.
ages away. But I feel like I could just do it like I do radio. Like I haven't had a single shitter on the radio yet.
Curry and a durry, anyway.
So good, Mogi. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Make sure you check out the podcast. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, see you later.
Bye.